Why did you end up popping your balloon for him?
He seems like volatile, dangerous. Like if I were to say like I'm not interested or something, he might accost me.
What do you mean?
Accost me, like belittle me or put me down if I like. It seems like you're not good with like a negative comment. You?
No, not at all, sweetheart.
Okay, well, see, that's that sweetheart.
Not the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm a simple girl. I'm simple. Deep down inside, I'm simple.
And it don't look like it. It look like I gotta pull up with the Bentley. If I ain't got it, I can't even approach you.
It's not necessarily that, you know. Have a good car for you, not for society or what you think I may view you as. You know what I mean? I have a nice car, but I worked for it, and that's fine. But that car doesn't define who I am. My car, my house doesn't define who I am. That's just something that is an add-on, something I like. People place value on materialistic things. These things can come and go, you know? Have a nice car for you, though.
For you.
Have a nice car for you.
Don't try to
What is it? What is the term? The Joneses? Keep up with the Joneses? Keep up with the people? No. Get what you can afford. And that's a man to me.
I don't know who need to hear this right now, but I had just felt this in my spirit. Hey, listen, when you on your way up, it's gonna seem like everything that could go wrong is going wrong when you on your way up. Everything gonna start pulling against you. Don't let that shit distract you, because it's harder to go up the hill than it is to come down the hill. Stay focused. It's just a little shedding phase before you can receive your blessings. Everything that ain't supposed to be around you, it ain't gonna be around you. That means loved ones, families, friends, whatever. Stay in alignment with what you focused on in your goal. And I swear to God, it's coming. I love you all.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment, the lack of support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together, and then they don't want to support us.
The question is just like, what type of black men are you dating? Because you can't put every black man in one box. You feel what I'm saying? So she said black men like it's general. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only reason, like on my other series, most black women are single. I didn't put all black women are single. I said most black women are single because it's a statistical fact. 70% of black women are single. So I put most. I didn't put every female in the box. But she's saying black man. Well, she's talking about the small group of, you know, black men that don't got their. Well, I won't say small group. It's a pretty big group, but you still can't generalize every black man, because we have a lot of successful black men as well.
They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us, but then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect.
That opening clip comes from a young lady by the name of Michaela. In fact, her entire TikTok username is Michaela_Denise. When you look at her description, it says mom, nurse, model, creator, and of course my favorite, pro-black feminist. And this particular TikTok video has been gaining a lot of views, over 500,000 views, thousands of comments. It's been trending. YouTubers are now starting to respond to it. And it's typical of what we hear in Black America, that, you know what, these black women, or certain black women, are just tired of dating black men. And of course, the comments on that video are reflective of what you heard in her particular rant. For example, there's this lady by the name of Lauren Johnson 4957. She goes, "Girl, facts, same here. Like, done, and I'm biracial. It's time to switch it over to another type. No more done. I'm 33 and I don't have any more time," shaking my head. Then there is someone saying, "Air real view." Then all the things we ask for, they will and give the other different, give to others of different races and ethnicities, all while being caricatures of black women. In other words, talking about, the ladies who pretend to be black women like Kim Kardashian and those kind of ladies you see. Michaela responds, yes, we'll drag a black woman through hell and give white women everything that the black woman ever wanted. Then you also have this particular brother here, Shabazz T. Muhammad. He's one of the guys that pushed back. Wow, thanks for speaking on all black men. Just speak on the dude you choose to deal with. Accountability. Now she's about to date outside.
You gotta realize, man, there's probably a multitude of great black men in her inbox. But the great men, black men, that'll treat her right, they won't even choose him. They won't even give him a shot. But they'll go for the other guy that's not going to treat them right, and then generalize every black man, you know what I'm saying, in that space, because that's who she chose. Just think about it, bro. Like, in her inbox, I guarantee you is a good man. She ain't going to give him a chance. That's just right, man.
Talk on all black men, shaking my head, it's a war on the black family. Now, this is the comment that was quite different from other people's comments. Most of them agreed with her perspective. But brothers like Shabazz T. Muhammad, and to be real, some sisters came to bat for black men on our behalf. And when they did, she had to make a response video to the first video, and it went something like this.
All right, I am making a response video because y'all are annoying as fuck. I posted it on my story on here, but I will go over it again. Literally not once did I say that it was all black men. I'm fully aware that there are good black men out there, but honestly, most of them are taken.
Most of them are. No! I already know what she gonna say. It's not, most of them are not taken. Most of the black men, that's what she gonna say, but they are not taken. There's a lot of other ones, they're just not choosing them.
And married. The chances of finding a black man who is educated, successful, college degree, and like a decent human being, I remember seeing was like 1 in 250. That's not very good odds for us. To the black women in denial in my comments, just because it doesn't happen to you doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Clearly, a majority of black women understand what I'm talking about. To everyone saying, oh, no, it's all men. It's not just, look, I'm specifically talking about dating black men as a black woman. It is a very specific dynamic. I don't give a shit about other men because I haven't dated other men. I only know about this dynamic. Also, I know that I have a black son, and I know that I need to raise him better. I'm very intentional about the way I raise my son. And I will always teach him to love black women first. Always. If it was just about choosing better men, how come so many black women agree on this sentiment and we're not all dating the same men? We're all dating different types of men. It is very specific to black American men. I know that so many people are used to ignoring black women, but I'm still going to talk about it because it needs to be talked about. Black women are the most abused race out of any other demographic in the world. And a lot of times, yes, that comes from black men. Black men, not all, but enough.
I just don't believe, I get her point, but black women aren't the most abused. I think black women are some of the most coveted women, but a lot of, the reason a lot of black women get the flack that they do is because of how the culture pushes black women. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Sexy Reds, the Cardi B, not even black, but she's pushing the black agenda, the Megan Thee Stallions. Listen to the songs, listen to all of this stuff and how they're permeating the youth with the doctrine that they're teaching them. It's the media putting an image of them. But black women are very coveted. But it's like the black women don't want the man that's not the type of man that the media is pushing. So that's why a lot of men move away. That's why I couldn't. I love black women. I would have loved to be with a black woman, but the fact that they didn't want a man like me because I didn't choose the streets. I didn't choose to be a gangster. I'm not spending all my money on designer when I know I just can't do it just to look like I got something. There'll be a day when I can, but right now I'm building. I'm saving them, so I can't do that, and that's what I had to deal with when I was dating a black woman. But every black woman is not like that, but those are the ones I've encountered. So I just chose who chose me and wanted to build with me, and that happens to be a Hispanic woman. But black women are very coveted, very, very coveted, you know. But I feel like a lot of black women pushes the good guy away, you know.
Black men date black women. They often are in competition with them. When their black woman makes more money than they do, they feel resentment. They feel hatred. They get angry. They get violent. I am not
Don't
just
agree. I'm sorry, I don't agree.
Making this up. These things have been studied before. Just because I am pointing out a pattern doesn't mean that I am saying all black men are bad. I am fully aware that there are good ones out there. How do we expect to ever improve as a community if we don't call out the bullshit that we see? To the women who are like, girl, it's your fault, you're the problem, please free yourself from the chains of the patriarchy. You need help, okay?
Chains of the patriarchy.
I've been with my black man for 20 years, and we're fine, and I don't have to... How many times has he cheated on you? How many times has he cheated?
That's just not black men, bruh. Hispanic men cheat too, trust me. White men cheat, they all cheat. That's just the type of guy. It's the type of guy you get with. Black men don't cheat more than other races. Other races cheat about the same. You know what I'm saying? It's just the type of guy you get with. It's the character in that individual.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What we're not going to do is invalidate thousands of black women's experiences because their feelings are hurt. Do better.
So now you hear her backtracking. Instead of saying, some black men in the first video, she's saying black men in general. So now she's saying, look, of course I know there are some decent black men out there. And of course now she's saying something to the effect of, it's like 1 in every 250 black men that are good, and the decent ones are already taken, they're already married and things like that. But now she says she's only dated black men, so she doesn't know about any other men. But I found a video on her account because somebody asked her, why don't you date other men? Let's play that.
I have never not once been approached by an Asian man, and white men really don't approach me other than on Tinder. And they usually just want to hook up, so.
You see, she doesn't date other men, not because she's not interested. It's that they're not interested in her. Other groups of guys don't take her seriously. And white men on Tinder just want to hook up. So now the question I want to ask is why? Because what they're trying to do, and I'm not trying to say that, you don't have some black men who elicit that behavior and black men who don't take care.
Bruh. That's the truth.
Black women or who are not serious. I can understand that because we have black men that say the same thing about black women. It would not mean that all black women are like that. I understand that. But the question is, why do you feel that these black men are behaving like that? Why are they giving everything to non-black women? Like you even hear on this one here, on this comment, she goes, woo, 1 in 250 is nuts. And the more successful they get, they tend not to be with, she went to say black women, which makes the gap even wider. But she's not explaining why that is. Number one, as attractive as Michaela is, attractive is, number one, a feminist, a single mom. Doesn't make it bad, but also your perspective is off-putting to many guys who would rather not deal with your perspective or your attitude or how you believe in life. So now you're upset that you're not attracting those guys, and it wouldn't be because of how you look. Because
you know how many men was probably turned off from her when they saw feminists in her bio? Think about it. What's the doctrine that feminists teach? They really, the sole basis of their doctrine is that they don't need men. Men is not, man, I don't know the whole thing, but y'all know. And any man with sense ain't finna take no woman like that serious, bro. It's the little things they do. She wonder why she can't find a man. Take that out of your bio. You probably, somebody will take you serious. You know what I'm saying?
You're definitely very attractive. That's, we can all agree to that. You are favored because you're light skinned or a mixed race. So then that wouldn't be an issue. So how do you check all the boxes and still you don't have anybody? Because you want to be able to blame black men about that. But see, it's not really being fair because you are good looking, you are a model, you are mixed race, yet with all of those things going for you, you still can't find anybody. But guess what, guys? She has even a third reason to talk about another response video about why black men ain't ish. Let's play that one.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna keep going. Part 3. Can we talk about the lie that we're sold as children or, young girls growing up about black love? True, special, intimate black love is extremely hard to find, especially in America. In other cultures, like African cultures, they actually respect their women. Black men, a majority of black men do not respect black women. If you want to know,
we respect black women. It's just certain type of women that don't respect themselves. We steer clear of them. If y'all know what I mean. We respect women. We don't respect 304s. That's just that. No matter your skin color. We respect women who respect themselves. And we treat 304s like how they treat themselves. That's just that.
How much black men respect black women, literally just look at the comments on my other video. So many black men proved my point. And the funny part is, I didn't even say that much. The comments spoke for themselves. Instead of telling women to choose better, and this goes for every ethnicity since y'all want to bring that into it, we need to tell men to be better men. Not, women need to choose better. Look, men have more power in society. They need to be held accountable more than we do. That's just how it is. And you know what? I don't feel bad about posting that video. So many people are mad at me, but there are more people who agree with me and understand me, and they're like, oh my God, I've felt this way for a long time. Thank you for bringing it up. No one talks about this. Look, that's my jam. I talk about shit that nobody else wants to talk about. And the fact that I get mostly positive reactions is why I keep doing it. I know that I have privilege as a light-skinned black woman, and I'm not going to face nearly as much hate as a darker-skinned woman would.
What?
And
the fact that she would even say that is wild, bro. It's wild, bro. It's wild and hey, be safe out there, Kings. Be safe out there, man.
The fact that people agree with me, I think, is a pretty good indicator that it's a topic that needs to continue being talked about. Instead of black men continuing to blame us and invalidate us and gaslight us about our experiences, I urge them to listen. Just listen and think about how maybe you have perpetuated this treatment to black women. If it doesn't apply to you, don't respond.
She digging herself deeper and deeper into a hole. She need to go ahead and stop, man.
I don't understand why you're offended about it. I never said it was all black men. It's the same concept of when we talk about white people. Yeah, it's a generalization because a lot of white people can be harmful. We know that it's not all white people. That doesn't mean that a pattern doesn't exist. That doesn't mean the history and the statistics aren't there. When I say white people, the white people that it doesn't apply to, they're not offended by it because they know that it's truth. So if you were offended by my video, I want you to do some self-reflection and think about why it hit you so hard. Why did it strike a nerve?
You see, guys, I'm not even going to waste my time even talking about that. I just want to just really discuss the whole idea. Sure, there are many black women who have bad experiences with black men. I will not discount their experience. Sure, it can happen. But when you're talking about a young lady like this, who you're only interested in dating only 1% of black men, it's very astounding that the white men and non-black men also don't find you worthy to date, in your own words. Why is that? Well, they don't want to approach you. They don't want to talk to you. So why is that the case? It is because of your particular perspective, what you elicit out there into the environment. And one of these things a lot of ladies are doing, you expect that some man's gonna come to you, especially a successful man, because you said all the good ones are taken. Well, then it's called being what? Competitive. You see, when all the slots are gonna be taken, you're gonna work harder to get that slot. But a lot of ladies just don't want to be truthful and say, we don't expect to compete for any kind of talented black men. We just think that we deserve one because we're women. And when you make that perspective, it doesn't make any sense. The truth of the matter is, you're going to have to try hard to get a successful black man, because these are not only the most successful guys in America, they will be one of the 1 percentile of successful black men or men in general in the world. You feel like you don't need to do anything to garner their attention, so when you don't, you get upset. But you're already on the wrong foot. You are a pro-black feminist, whatever that means, and typically that it has a pejorative meaning to most black men. You already have a child, which scares a lot of guys off. So do you expect that some guy who's really worked on himself wants to put himself in a similar position with that, where he can say, well, you know what, I can date a woman who's not a pro-black feminist or a feminist or a woman who doesn't have kids? Probably a guy doesn't want to deal with that, and so he won't. And so you're upset that these guys have opportunities where they don't want to put up with what you're trying to provide for them, which for a lot of men could really indicate that it's nothing that you're giving to them. That's just how it is. But then it's everybody else's fault but your own, because you can't find somebody. What happened before you had a child? You found somebody then. Why is that guy not with you now? Is it his fault because he's the problem? Or is it just a weak way to say that you don't need to work on yourself at all? That's what's happening. But guys, what do you think?
Man, tell me what y'all think about that video in the comments, man. I told y'all, kings, be safe out there, man. See you guys next video. Let's get it.